Hey guys, good morning to you. Welcome back in, fam, friends, cousins. How are y'all doing? Today is Wednesday, August 13th, and um, we're going to talk about some of these scams that's out here. Apparently, the AARP has reportedly put out a report, and this is what you're seeing on the screen right here of the top 5 scams. But I went over to TikTok and there's way more scams that AARP may not be knowing that's going on. And so many people are falling for the okey doke because they want, there are online scams saying, hey, if you have, a channel, you have Instagram, if you have TikTok, you want more followers, or I can show you how to do this. And then you give that person. Anyway, we'll get over there to that in a minute. Let's go over the top 5 that AARP is talking about. So number 1, they have an employment scam that's up. And welcome into the channel. Thank you guys. I'm just trying to jump right into it. Thank y'all for coming in. Please hit the like and share the video out. So employment scam is number 1 on the list, according to the BBB. And it's about gaining your personal information because, more and more people are out of work. So more and more people are looking for work and they're having a hard time finding a job. And so there are bogus things online. Some scams, for example, ask would-be employees to pay for training. You shouldn't have to pay for training to get some kind of certification through them. You should go to an actual school or, a known school to get that certification. But it is to gain access to your personal information, because what do you need when you're looking for a job? You got to give your name, your social, your address, all those things. So beware if you're online looking for a job. Let your children know as well. If they're looking for a job, or anyone in your family, let them know that people are out here trying to scam to get that job and get your information for you to get that job, rather. So they're saying to only use reputable platforms, of course, like LinkedIn and Indeed. Anything in between could possibly take all of your money from your account. Let's see. Also, people have been told that they have gotten a job and they just need a little more information. And then that's when they go in for, when you're getting paid, they want access, for you to get your money every week or bi-weekly. So now they want your account information as well. So just be careful when it comes to that. The second one they say is crypto scams, because a lot of people are into the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin and all of that stuff. They say before you do that, just talk to a financial advisor about what do you do when it comes to that, because I've seen a lot of things online about, and I've received a lot of information because we've had so many data breaches. Whenever you're getting things saying your package is late, sent to you through text, and let's not forget the driver's license thing, and you have a ticket and you need to pay this. That's a whole scam in itself. But that's because all of our information has been breached through different businesses, through different government agencies as well. So they say scammers use data, dating apps, messaging apps, social media, and other communications to build relationships and trust with their targets, then share their expertise in investments, frequently promising large returns and large risk. If people are telling you there's no risk, honestly, then that's pretty much a scam, because there's a risk with everything that we do, especially when it comes to your money. They say criminals often show victims fake profit reports, which encourages them to invest more. And again, go to a legitimate financial advisor when it comes to anything you want to invest your money in, or at least a reputable one. I didn't know about this one somewhat. Celebrity imposter scams. Now, I have seen celebrities selling things all the time, but you can kind of tell that those are scams because most times the lips don't match up with the words. But beware of those things because they're AI is becoming more and more prevalent and better at it, where you can't even see the lips mix matching or the hands glitching or extra finger or something like that, or it looks like it's melting when they're moving their hands. But they're using celebrities, fake photos, videos, selling stuff like weight loss stuff and whatnot. Skip over those. Number 4, they say, are tech scams, which really target consumers age 60 and older. But hey, we young people, well, I ain't young no more, but young people, we fall for it too. Okay, we fall for it too. Let's see. So they say that the fraud will start with a pop-up message, often with a logo from a company like Microsoft or Apple, saying your computer has a virus. You click a link and call or supposed support number, and they request remote access to your computer. They actually did a movie on this right here. It had Felicia Rashad in it, and it had Jason Statham in it. I think it was called The Beekeeper, and she was scammed in the movie, just like what they're saying. And they have whole data networks set up across the country, people doing nothing but that. And that is to get your money. So they sent a virus to her computer while she was on it. No, and then she didn't know how to really work a computer. Her daughter set up her computer. And I'm telling you what the movie is, but this happens in real life. This is why I guess this is a part of their thing. I don't know if y'all might have seen that movie. It was a pretty good movie. And she was like, I don't know how to do it. My daughter set up the computer. He was like, I'll walk you through. And he was just so nice and polite. And he was like, well, just hit this and just hit that. And then her computer went blank. She said, oh no, my computer went blank. He was like, oh, just give it a few seconds. Meanwhile, he puts her on hold and he's talking to everybody in the building that's doing the same thing he's doing, talking about this is how you do it right here. This is a level 1 or whatever he said. And next thing you know, he then took all the money, and it wasn't her money. She was just managing a charity's money, and it had millions of dollars in it. And so just like that, millions of dollars was gone. And she kept saying, hello, hello, hello. Well, hey, he gone. He's off the line. He done got what he wanted. And this is what's happening to a lot of people right now. They're being got with the, people placing that malware onto their computer because they gave remote access to what they thought was a reputable place like Microsoft or Apple, but it's people posing as Microsoft and Apple. And it's like, how do you know if it's real or not? I actually did that one time and it scared me to death to do it. So I told them to hold on for a minute and I made a phone call, but I had the right people. So they walked me through what I needed to do. But don't give people remote access if you don't have to give them remote access. Because now they're accessing the information on your device and they're installing their malware, and your bank account will be emptied out. Number 5 is the card decline scam. Now this has happened to me, not the scam part where it got me, but card decline. I just don't even do it anymore. And then check my card, make sure it's okay. So the Better Business Bureau scam tracker has received many recent reports from consumers whose credit cards are declining while they're making an online purchase. Let me know if that has happened to you. They say typically they try using a different card, but that one fails also. And yet, despite the card decline notices, the charges have actually occurred for each transaction and often for more than they thought they were purchasing something for. So after this lady's card was declined, they said one victim she tried it a second time. She received the same decline message. Then her credit card company alerted her that it had declined a $2,500 charge. So whatever she was trying to purchase was definitely probably not that much. And they're actually typing in something else and telling her it's declined. Meanwhile, they're trying to take money from her account while she's still on the phone or still online doing what she's doing. So they say this is a scam. They said they've seen noticeable increase in card decline problems. The fraud typically occurs when people visit fraudulent sites or click on fraudulent links. Back in September of 2024, the American Auto Association, AAA, warned its members about emails and texts which appeared to come from AAA customer service offering a free AAA car emergency kit if people took a survey. I don't do surveys. One, I ain't got time, but I don't do the surveys. The catch was you had to pay for shipping. So people entered their credit card information and then received the card decline message. One victim told AAA he found several fraudulent charges on his 2 credit cards. So they say how you can stay safe is always use a credit card rather than a debit card because credit cards offer stronger fraud protections. If you're unfamiliar with a company, research it before making a purchase and make sure a website is genuine. Scammers often build lookalike sites. The BBB notes, so scrutinize the URL. Sometimes a letter or two might be different. Perhaps most importantly, if you receive an unsolicited offer, ignore it. Don't click on any links or answer any calls. Those same rules apply to shopping scams, charity scams, job scams. If you didn't ask for it, don't touch it. And they say to report those scams. If you spot or have been a victim of a scam, file a police report. Also report scams to the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center. The more information authorities have, the better they can identify patterns, link cases, and ultimately catch the criminals. But most times they don't catch these people. Most times they don't. So I went over to TikTok and I found so many different scams. I felt so bad for this one lady. So I'm going to start with her first. She got a TikTok scam because people right now, they want to make money through TikTok. They want to make money through YouTube, Instagram, any social media. You can monetize it. And she just got accepted, I guess, to be monetized on TikTok or something she was saying. And she gave them access. She was hoping that they could get her more followers because she saw how many followers they have. This is why you need to grow organically and not, if you're interested in doing YouTube or any kind of social media, TikTok, don't go to these places that promise you they can get you this many followers. Your followers will come. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. I know they'll fall off too, because it happens to me. I lose people all the time. I've lost over 100 people this month. Some of those could have been bots. Some of those could have been fake. Some of those could have been real. But never, ever go to anybody and give them access to your accounts for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I get emails all the time saying, hey, I like your content and I think I could help you grow and get this, that, and third. And I'm like, okay, I've been doing this for 5 years now. Well, well, 6 years. See, yeah, 6 years now. And in the beginning, that thought crossed my mind to do that. But some say, no, don't do that. Just, people will, God will send whoever he need to send to you, and you will be fine. You will get to where you want to be. It may not be as fast as you want to get there. And everybody now wants instant everything. They want microwave everything. And so this is what she finds herself at now, trying to get microwave followers instead of just growing it organically and just waiting. Everything's going to come. But here we are.
This account right here is a scam account. Someone commented on one of my videos, and it was a video I just made this morning about I was stuck in the 200 view jail. And so someone commented on it and said, you should try this guy out. He can help you. I went to her profile and she had like over 10,000 followers. So I just figured maybe there's something to this. And I go to the guy's account. He has over 56,000 followers. So I messaged him and he messaged me back and said that he was willing to help me. And I shouldn't have trusted it, but I did. And he changed my email and my password. And
So let me stop. I'm hearing a kid show in the background. I'm hoping that her child is not there while she's sitting here crying and boo-hooing on screen, because all of that energy passes over to the child.
deleted my account. And I'm sure he's using it for whatever he wants now. I'm sure he's using it for whatever. And deleted my account. And I'm sure he's using it for whatever he wants now. I had just gotten accepted into the creators program for TikTok Shop because I've been trying so hard. I've been wanting to do this for so long. And I really lately I've been trying so hard. I've been posting multiple times a day. I have a baby and I just wanted to make some extra money for me and my baby and my husband. And I trusted this guy to help me. And he destroyed me. So I just want to make it an awareness out there. Don't trust anybody online. And even if they seem like they're legit, his profile looked legit to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just new to this stuff. I don't know. But just be very careful with people like this and don't get scammed. Don't lose your stuff. This is my old account. So I hope this doesn't happen to you.
I feel bad for her. I guess this is the account right here where it shows he has 43,000 subscribers. I don't trust anything that has a WhatsApp link. I don't know. That's crazy.
If you don't want to get scammed on TikTok, watch this video. I'll post screenshots towards the very end. This type of scam is called an advance fee fraud. So what that'll look like is you'll receive a message from someone, typically an art page, and they will ask you if they can paint a picture of you. Now here's the catch. They start out by saying they'll pay you $200 and that their very wealthy client is going to pay them $1,000 for their tools and their time. Now, the check has to be made out to you, so they're going to ask for your banking information. Keep in mind, this is not a real check. It's going to bounce. Now we have a total of $1,200 being sent to you. They're going to tell you to keep $200 for yourself and to pay the painter $1,000. X amount of weeks will pass, and once the bank realizes that check was never real, they're going to get that money back from you. And now you are short $1,200. I will now show you what that scam will look like. If you don't want to get scammed on TikTok.
But here's the thing. You're committing fraud with your bank. So the bank has the option of not just getting the money from you, but also pressing charges against you. And that even sounds like a scam. But people are the times are hard right now, and people are, however I can get some easy money, let me get this easy money. But like they say, all money is not good money.
Let's talk about scams in trucking, and I'll tell you a story about the night dispatcher that gave away almost $2,000 to a scammer over the phone. Scams in trucking are very popular because not only they can target a lot of different people, the drivers, dispatchers, brokers, but the transaction amounts are pretty high. So the scammers can make a lot of money with a quick phone call. So this happened at a big trucking company that I used to work for a long time ago. And one night after 5 o'clock, when everybody went home, the night dispatcher received a phone call. The person on the phone said that they're calling from a repair shop in Joplin, Missouri, from a Speed Go at a Love's truck stop, and they are working on truck number 135. The repair is complete, and they're just calling to get the payment of $900. So the dispatcher was actually pretty smart. He went on GPS and he typed in truck 135, and sure enough, the truck 135 was parked at a Love's in Joplin, Missouri. So he grabbed the ComCheck booklet and he wrote out the money code for $900, gave it to the person on the phone, hung up the phone, and just asked for them to email him the invoice. About 3 or 4 minutes later, they call back and they say that they're calling from the same repair shop, but actually there was more done to the truck that the original invoice showed, so they need additional $700 before they can release the truck. So the dispatcher, knowing the truck is there, grabbed the ComCheck book, wrote out another $700, gave the money code to the person on the phone, asked them to email him the invoice or the receipt, and hung up the phone. But after he gave them the money the second time, he just wanted to call the driver and see what was that all about, what was done, and if the amount actually matches. So he calls the driver and he's like, how is the repair? What did you get done to your truck? And the driver is like, nothing. I'm just sleeping here at a truck stop. He's like, but you're at the Love's in Joplin, Missouri. And he's like, yeah, but I'm just sleeping. And he's like, did you get anything done to the truck? No, nothing, zero. So that was the moment when he panicked. He had no idea what just hit him. The driver didn't get any repairs done, and here he just gave out $1,600 or $1,700 to someone on the phone. So the dispatcher grabs the phone, calls the Love's in Joplin, Missouri, and he's like, I just gave those ComChecks. Did anyone cash them? And the cash register lady said, yeah, there was a guy. He came up here, cashed one check, and then he cashed the other money code. So we gave him the money, and they're gone. So then he calls ComData right away, and he's trying to cancel those money codes. But unfortunately, ComData says, you know what? The money codes have been cashed, and there is nothing we can do. So those scammers, they just were physically there at the truck stop. They picked a random truck. They knew that the driver was not walking around, not doing anything, possibly sleeping. So they had the truck number, they had the company name, they knew the exact location, and they just cashed the ComCheck right away and took off. And of course, we filed police report. They used like a fake ID, fake name. They checked the cameras, but of course, it never went anywhere, and the money was just lost and never recovered. Stuff like that happens all the time. People pretend to be DOT officers, towing company, repair shops. They pretend to be drivers or brokers. They ask for fuel advance for any type of money. Sometimes they send you an email, ask you to click on a link, give away your username, password, credit card number. So the rule of thumb is, If anyone asks you for something, never, never, ever give it to them. Hang up the phone, close the email, and then you call the institution, or you call the person, or you initiate the contact and you verify if this is legit or not. And if you ever have any problems, call another person, your supervisor, manager, or a police department, because it's so easy to fall for those scams. Let's talk about
Yeah,
scams in trucking, and I'll tell you a story about the night
that's
this.
an easy one because I've used the com datas, with my husband being a trucker, and if he needed to send me money and is on his card but not in his account, so he want to send it to me right away, I just go to the truck stop, get a com data check, and put in the number, the code number or whatever, and his information, and you just, he's already put the money on the check. So once they put that money on that check and that check is cash, I don't even know why they bothered to even call, because that money was gone. But hey.
The most insane thing that I've ever experienced happened to me today at Target. If you shop at Target, please listen to this, because I almost got scammed out of $800. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet so I don't have to make two parts. But this lady was in the aisles while I was trying on like a bikini or something, and she asked my boyfriend if he could buy her formula, like baby formula, and he came over to me and was like, hey, this lady's asking for baby formula, like I'm gonna go help her out. And I was like, oh, I'll help her too. We walk out, this lady has an entire basket full of formula. Me and him don't have any kids or anything, so we're not really aware of the prices of formulas. It was like 5 cans, and we thought that it would be like a little pricey, but nothing crazy. So as she's telling us her little sob story, she has 3 kids, she's a single mom, she has to send her kids back to Bulgaria with her fucking mom, I don't even know. As she's saying this, she is loading up the cart with other things, and I'm trying to migrate us over to self-checkout, because I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little bit pricey. So we get to self-checkout and we start scanning things. The numbers are getting pretty high, okay, and she's trying to distract me. She was like talking to me about her kids and whatever, and then she's like, oh, can I give you my phone number so that I can pay you back? I get paid on Friday. This was not the first time she offered to give me her phone number, but I was like, no, it's okay, act of kindness, whatever. So she gives me her phone number. I let her do it because I see the number going up, and I'm like, you know what, my birthday's coming up, I cannot afford this. She gives me her phone number and I call it, and then she was like, oh, I got it. Her phone did not light up. Her phone did not ring. There wasn't a sound. There wasn't a vibration. Nothing. That should have been a red flag to me, but I was like, oh, that was a little weird. Whatever. I look over. It's $800. $800 worth of baby stuff. So at this point, my heart is in my butthole. Like, I cannot afford to pay this much. My boyfriend is looking like he just saw a ghost. But we didn't want to seem like assholes and say, never mind, put it all back. So we paid for it. As I'm taking the receipt out of the machine, I'm like, this is a scam. This is a scam. She's going to return it all and get the money. Before I could say anything, my boyfriend had already handed her the receipt, and we started walking away. And I was literally shaking, almost crying. And I was like, we just got scammed. She's going to go return all that for the money. And you could tell that he had the same realization. And we were like frantically trying to figure out what to do. And the only thing that I thought was, don't let her leave the store with that receipt, because she's going to be able to return it all. So then my boyfriend went over and smooth talked, whatever, got the receipt. She got a picture of it, but he got the receipt. And we're standing in like the little kids aisle, and we're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, do we put this as a fraudulent charge with our bank? Can we go talk to a manager? I was like, I'm just gonna go talk to the guest services people. The worst that'll happen is they'll say they can't help us. So I go over, my voice is literally shaking, like I am almost in tears, and I'm like, I think we just got scammed. I don't know if you guys can help us. What should we do? While we're at guest services, the lady is standing at the front staring at us. And then also, there's a lady right next to us at like the other guest services register. She has a cart full of baby stuff that she's returning, and they look very alike. Anyways, I explained the entire situation to this lady. The lady next to us is listening to everything, and she goes onto her phone. I'm gonna have to make a part 2. I'm so sorry, but this is where it gets really good. The most insane thing that I've ever experienced happened to me today at Target. If you shop at Target,
there's a lot of money lost to scam text, an estimated $333 million last year alone, according to the Federal Trade Commission. Why do they work? Studies show text messages average a 97% read rate within 15 minutes of delivery, and scammers know that.
With direct messages on social media, it's best to just avoid those messages altogether.
Here are the top 5 spam text messages the Federal Trade Commission says are nothing but scams. Number 1, bank fraud protection alerts. They pretend there's a suspicious purchase on your account. If you reply yes, you'll get a call from a criminal pretending to be with the bank's fraud department. He'll actually take money from your account under the guise of fixing it. Number 2, the free gift text. If you click the link, you'll be asked to give a credit card number to pay a small shipping fee for your gift. You get no gift, but fraudulent charges start appearing on your credit card. Number 3, the fake package delivery text. It says there's a problem with delivery. The link takes you to a website.
Scammers will create fake websites that look like.
I get that one all the time. I'm so tired of that particular one. I don't click on it. I just automatically report it in the junk or whatever. But that's because we've all been hacked. We've all had our information stolen, basically given away, because by now these companies should already know that cyber attacks are going to happen and that their systems are going to be hacked. And they don't do anything to protect our information that we give to them for services.
Like the real thing.
This text claims it's from the U.S. Postal Service, but the agency says it never sends unsolicited emails or texts to customers and will never include links in their communications. Number 4, phony job offers. Many people who post resumes online get this kind of text. They'll trick you into sending money to pay application fees and things like that.
Avoid unsolicited messages.
And rounding out the top 5, the fake Amazon alert. If you call the number to fix your account, the service rep asks for remote access to your account, eventually giving that person access to steal money right from your bank account. If you've gotten texts like that, copy them, then send them to 7726.
Right.
That's the numerical equivalent of the word spam. It'll get it to authorities and also to a blocking center, which will make sure you get no more texts from that particular number. Working for you, I'm consumer investigator Steve Spray.
I'm glad I actually saw this particular one because I wrote that number down. Y'all better write that number down because I get those all the doggone time. The USPS, you have a package, yada, yada, yada. Well, I don't deal with that. Even if I know I got a package coming, I go to the tracking with the company I actually got the package coming from. I don't even bother with that. But now I know I can send it 7726. I am going to use that. Let's see. I'm going to do a few more and then I got to go.
Beware of this scam when booking a hotel. Hey, Marianne, I would like to stay for the weekend, please. Yes, ma'am. That will be $161. Would you like to pay in cash or card? It said here that there is a destination fee. What's that? Oh, you're not supposed to notice that. I meant it's a resort fee. Is this a resort? Well, no. Okay, then why is it here then? You told me that the price for the weekend is $161, and now you told me I have to pay $70 on top of it for a destination fee? Sound to me like a classic junk fee scam. No. We would never take advantage of a customer just so that we can pay our shareholder more. You see, this destination fee is actually in your benefit. So for the $70, it's $35 a day, and with this, you get an e-credit for your food and beverages that you can buy at our hotel, along with city map. Yay! Wait. So let me get this straight. You basically tell me to pay you $70 so you can give me back my $70 in food and beverages credit. What if I don't want to pay $70 worth of food and beverages from you guys? Can I get my money back then? Of course not. This is how we get you. I mean deliver value. This right here is a typical junk fee scam. Hyatt and Hilton also have them, but they're willing to waive it for certain circumstances. For example, elite member or award night. But Marriott will not waive them, so you will have to pay for it regardless. Let me know.
Like they're not making enough money. Wow, that is insane. Destination fee tacked on, but it's not a destination. Like,
Just be careful. Christina Petrozelli of Mississauga got a link that said she had to click on it to decline a purchase. Concerned she was being scammed, she did, but it led to her being hacked and her bank account being taken over.
I clicked decline, and I guess that's where the scam was, because me clicking decline was them having access to my account.
Petrozelli was scammed out of just over $22,000. Her bank is RBC, and she was shocked to be told because she had granted the scammers access to her account, she won't be reimbursed.
I have feelings, and I have people that rely on me, and you're taking everything that I had, and I didn't do it.
A spokesperson for RBC told CTV News, "We are unable to share details. However, RBC will never ask you to download a remote access application."
I clicked the link and I updated my information. And then the next thing you know, my phone stopped working.
Christy Seymour of Oshawa also clicked on a link she thought was updating her credit card. Her phone was hacked and scammers got into her account and stole almost $29,000. She had called Wealthsimple for 3 days to block her account, but couldn't get through.
That was all of the money I've saved my entire life, and it's just gone, and they're not taking any responsibility for their part of the problem.
Wealthsimple told Seymour, "Your account appears to have been accessed by an individual to whom you've authorized via a phishing scam."
They're getting more and more targeted, more personalized, and more sophisticated.
Cybersecurity experts say everyone should be using dual-factor authentication to add another layer of protection and be cautious of all links you receive.
The three things that they're counting on are surprise, urgency, and that need to respond.
After CTV News contacted Wealthsimple, they reviewed Seymour's case and said, "As a gesture of goodwill, we have reimbursed the losses she experienced while trying to contact our team." She was given a full refund of almost $29,000, which was great news for her.
Thanks, CTV. I feel wonderful, like all the worry and dread and regret.
You can literally see all the worry off of her face compared to the earlier one. This stuff is... While we say, "Oh, you should have known better," things happen, and it can happen to anybody. So what I left out on that movie when I was talking about the beekeeper and the Felicia Rashad character who was scammed out of millions of dollars for the charity that she was over, it did not end well for her because she didn't... I don't even know how to express it. It was sad because she took her own life in that movie because they took everything out of her accounts, her personal account and the charity accounts. And that, you know, that could happen in real life. Because if you saw this woman before and when her hair was down and how her face was down, you don't know what could set somebody off. You know, like she said, "I worked hard for this money my whole life. This is all I had." You don't know where that will lead them. And I feel like if something like that were to happen and say she were to take her life over whatever, if they were to ever find these people, which they hardly ever do, I think, they should be charged with murder. My opinion. That's what I think. But she looks a lot happier now. I know I would be if they gave me the money back. And I was when it happened to me with Cash App. But I would not grant anybody access through anything. Do not be clicking on these links that come to your phone. Even if they say it's coming from a reputable place, because like they say, they're getting better at it. They're using logos for these companies. The emails look like they come from that company. Call that company and see before you do anything.
Here are 3 ways that people are trying to hack your TikTok account right now that you should be aware and protect yourself. First way they're trying to scam you is by sending you an email that looks legit from TikTok, asking you to follow these steps, click on this link, and complete this form to get yourself Blue Badge verified. TikTok does not send you an email to get Blue Badge verified. You have to apply through the app with proof and evidence of who you are and how you are a famous or published person in order to get your Blue verified checkmark. Number 2, They're sending you a DM saying, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm a friend of yours on TikTok. I'm locked out of my account. I need your assistant to retrieve my code so I can unlock myself out of my account and recover. They're using part of a process that is legit and embedding a part of a process that is not legit in order to get you to click on the link to get a code to help them, but yet they take over your account. Scam number 3 should be the easiest one to spot, yet some people fall for it all the time. I see posts, comments, crying videos, and all kinds of things, which is the comments on your comment section or direct message. Hey, I saw your video about your low views, about your algorithm situation, your follow for follow trend, whatever may be the case, something related to growth on TikTok.
Now, wasn't that the first lady that I showed y'all that was crying about what happened to her when she's trying to grow her channel, get more followers? Oh, I see that you're growing slow or you're stagnant. I can help you get what you need as far as followers. You have great content. Boom. Now they have your account and you have no followers. You have to start over from scratch.
And they'll post, so-and-so has helped me to retrieve my account, unban my account, grow my account, get out of shadow ban, etc., etc. None of those are real. Those comments you want to delete and block. Just block and the comment automatically disappears. Just block that account. Okay. Not only they want your account, but they're also mining for other accounts, and leaving that comment there could jeopardize other people seeing those comments there and thinking they're legit. If you like any of these tips and tricks,
to you guys, because I went in the bank to get the money.
Yes, I don't want you to give me money. Don't do anything like that.
Sure.
Wait for an officer to call you. They might come from a block restricted number, but you're welcome to go home wherever you need to go.
Okay, where will the policeman come into my house or to the Chase Bank?
We can very confident to apply whatever.
Okay, we're going to have to hang up on this guy then, because my wife's keeping him busy in the meantime. The police are going to come. Okay, we'll hang up my phone and I will stay.
He called the police.
Hey, this is just a quick reminder from a former postal worker. If you get one of them text messages talking about they can't figure out your zip code or verify your address, that ain't them. They don't care that much. I promise you. It's a scam. Don't touch that. Delete it. Delete it.
She said I don't care that much.
If you're planning to come to Canada, there are popular scams that you should.
5 of the most common scams that you're going to see in Paris. The first one is going to be the friendship bracelet scam. You'll mostly find
everyone, and I mean every single person who has purchased solar panels have regretted it. It is the most well-known scam around that people say, oh, the state gives you subsidies. You get subsidies. You get all these perks. You all see those ads on YouTube. You see those ads that pop up that are like, oh, the government pays you to get solar panels. It is the biggest scam this side of the Mississippi. And let me tell you why. Basically, they're trying to sell you to buy or lease these panels. They're not cheap. And they're trying to tell you that over time, you're going to save so much money on your electricity. But not only are you really spending so much time buying and or renting these panels, you don't really save that much. Like, it's a common elderly scam. The most people that are buying these panels are just uneducated financially people. They're not financially educated. So they don't know how to read the fine print. Every single person I know who has gotten these solar panels, including my neighbors and people's parents that I know who have bought them, have said it's a scam. It has not panned out. It doesn't really save you any money. So it's the biggest scam in the book. Please read the fine print.
Hi, everybody. Lori Fulbright here. So I've been saying this for a while now, but the #1 group being scammed in America is no longer granny and grandpa. It is not senior citizens. It is young people, people in their late teens and in their 20s. I'm getting calls from scam victims all the time in this age range. And there are 5 scams that are really targeting young people. So the first one is the social media influencer. Someone creates a fake account, seems like your favorite social media influencer. It's not. They're doing a prize and they say you've won the prize. Now you have to pay a fee to get the prize, or they need your bank account number to put the prize in there. All that's a lie. You never, ever pay money to collect a real prize, and don't give anybody your bank account number. So the second one is the romance scam. Of course, you think you're dating someone online. You think you're in love with someone online. They always end up asking you for money, electronics, to cash a check for them, take in a package for them. Don't do any of that. The person who's you're dating, they don't need your money. That is a big time scam. And certainly don't cash a check. You're going to deposit it, keep part, send them part. It's all going to bounce sky high. You pay for all of it. Don't send electronics, and certainly don't take in a package for anybody that you don't know. So the next one is sextortion. Of course, you send a picture of your business, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, because you did that, if you don't send me either money or more explicit pictures and videos, then I'm going to send this one out to all the people in your contacts, in your email list, at your job, at your church, all your friends. Listen, first, you shouldn't send a picture of your business to anybody, but if you do, and then they try to sextort you, don't pay the extortion. Just tell them that they're on their own and take the risk if they actually do send that out to your contacts list. But I tell you, they're not going to do that. But it's better because once you start paying them or sending them more explicit videos, you'll never get rid of them. It'll never end. The fourth one is online gaming, in-app purchases. So they tell you get rewards while you're gaming, and then of course you pay for these rewards. But a lot of time, what they're doing is they're tricking you into giving your credit card. There were never any rewards. So only do purchases directly from the game manufacturer, no place else, because those are scams. Online shopping, we've all been caught by this one, but you see a fake website. Well, you see what you think is a real website. It's your favorite brand. You think, oh, but the prices are super, super cheap. Come on now. You know that's not your real website. Don't buy clothes from them. You're never going to get them. If you do, they're terrible quality. They won't fit. You've wasted your money. So those are the top 5 scams that is really are affecting people in their teens and in their 20s. So it's great that you want to tell grandma and grandpa about scams, but you need to start telling these young people about scams too. Be safe out there. Hi, everybody. Lori Fulbright here. So I've been saying this for a while now, but the #1 group being scammed in America is no longer granny and grandpa. It is not senior citizens. It is young people, people in their late teens and in their 20s.
Okay, there we go. Woo. So I'm going to stop there because that's a good place to end it. We've talked about the older. Now we've talked about the younger. And she's right. We need to let our young folk know because there's so many scams out there. So many scams out there. So I thank y'all for coming in. And I hope that this will help you out. Please feel free to share this video out. Hey, D. Washington, welcome in. Good morning. Not One Weapon. Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Greta. The place hiring should also train you free. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Janet, how are you? Good morning. So true, Not One Weapon. Beware of fake text messages on your phone. Yep. Hey, honeybee. Oh, it happened to you, false Microsoft people. Yeah, I mean, they be looking real. They be looking real. I think I got that USPS the other day. I'm like, okay, I know I'm expecting my terzepatide, but it ain't coming through y'all. So I deleted it, but now I know I can send it to that number. I can text that to the number. So the next time I get one, or I may go back through my text messages and send it. 7727. Good morning, Carol. Hey, Beverly, don't let that scare you. You know what not to do. So don't do those things. Just do your YouTube channel if that's what you want to do. We have to still live. We cannot live in fear. No matter what it is we're going through out here in the world, we cannot live in fear. We still have to live our lives and do the things that we want to do. Otherwise, what is the point of living, period? Just be aware of situations that's taking place. Hey, Marie, how are you? Hey, Sherry. I get email that has a receipt attached for a computer that I purchased. I immediately delete it. I don't click the link right or argue that I did not purchase anything. Yeah, that's typically what I do. I either ignore that email or I just delete the email so I don't accidentally later click it. Good morning, Martin. How are you? Good morning, Deborah. Oh, no, the bank definitely, she was lucky, that one lady, she was lucky that particular bank. And they probably wouldn't have did it had the news not reached out, but Wells Fargo, Bank of America, America and places like that, they are not going to help you. AI age verification taking place today. No, I haven't. Let me write that down. I'll check into it later. Yeah. Y'all be coming through in the clutch because sometimes I'm like, I have so much to do. I can't keep up with everything that's going on, honestly. I have a whole story about that DC situation with National Guard because I told y'all. You have to listen to the words that people are saying, and when they're laughing about it, but they're really serious about it, because DC is not the only state that's going to be possibly having National Guard sent out to them. Veronica says, let me put it up so I can see it better. I had that happen last week. Got a call from a woman claiming to be with my bank, and I told why was she calling me, and she said to do an update on client accounts. Really? Yeah, they bold. That was definitely probably a scam. Not even probably, was a scam. Good morning, Bertha. You told her you go to your bank personally. And she said she'd make a note of it, then hung up. Oh my goodness. Yes, Matthew, we have to. Good morning, Henry. They don't stop. They do not stop. They just move on to the next. And what I think I left out of that AARP report is the fact that it's not that they're coming up with new scams. Sometimes they revert back to the old ones and they repurpose the old scams, because if it did well, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So they go back to older scams. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. YGB, you're welcome. You're welcome, Beverly. Yeah, it's 7726. If you get these text messages to your phone, they say to text that, forward it over to 7726. And definitely delete it from your phone so you don't accidentally click it. Let's see. Good morning, Linda. Hey, Michelle, how are you today? So you guys, I'm gonna go. My daughter said that she wanted to go to the gym, right? Because she off today. I said, what time you want to go? Because I got to get out and make some money on Spark Delivery. She said 9 o'clock. I'm looking at my watch now. It says 10:51. I hear her around there laughing and stuff with her friends online or whatever she's doing. What happened to the gym? So, anywho, if she's not, I'm leaving out. I gotta go make some money, y'all. Let's see, I didn't miss anybody. Again, thank y'all for coming in. I have another video for later today. It might be actually 2 videos today. So turn your notifications on if you have not. I know I have one at 5 o'clock, but it might be one before then because I might need to get into this whole government takeover of states and stuff like that. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Hit the like if you have not, share the video out, and subscribe. Best way to support the channel.